Okay, we're going to try another project here with some things that I just recently found. We've got a base that's probably from some sort of a candle holder, a very colorful, nice round vase, a candlestick holder or candle holder, and a glass marble. What we're going to do on this, we're going to stack these about like that, and I'd like a little more color up top, so I'm going to take some of my alcohol inks and get some color on this marble. I have some blue, green, and gold that I'll use in that, and you usually need to have a little bit of a thinner in terms of some isopropyl and a brush, and I have a handy little holder for doing the painting that really is one of the tops of the silicone tubes. So let's get started with this. First step, I found that when this vase is on top of the base, it is the inner rim that's in contact. So I'm going to take my clear 100% silicone, I've nipped the top off, and I'm going to run a bead inside. Okay, step one, we have the silicone in place. Step two is going to be a little trickier because I want to make sure I get my vase on level, because I'm going to be putting another piece over the top. So I've got to kind of look down on this as I drop it, and go from the side to see if I can get it as level as possible across the top. And so far so good. We're going to, I think it would be best to let that sit for a little bit and dry, and we'll come back and put the other pieces on. I don't want the whole thing toppling while it's wet. Time to work on painting my glass marble with alcohol inks. I've put some of the isopropyl alcohol in the cup I'm going to be working with. Dip my brush in it. I'm going to give it a once over, kind of brush on some of this alcohol. It's going to help the inks kind of run across it. I'm going to start with some of the blue. I do kind of want it to end up coming in close to some of these colors, but let's dribble a little of the blue on there. Now you can see when it's too wet, it'll just run, but that alcohol will start to evaporate. And we'll let some of that dry off a little bit more. I'm going to dry off my brush a bit, and I could kind of, well, right now it's kind of absorbing this, but that's okay because ultimately I want this to have a blended color, and then we can start talking about patterns. Okay, my green. Once you're happy with the colors on your marble, with your alcohol inks, take some crystal clear enamel, spray over it just to seal that. Now if it's going to be on an application that's maybe outside, be careful not to get the lower part that you're going to put the silicone on, because that eventually that layer of paint will peel off and you might lose your seal. But if it's for an indoor application, you're fine. Now you can apply some more color to the marble once it dries, and without it interfering with what's already on there in terms of making it run. And you can spray it again and put some more alcohol on and just build up however you like. That's that part of it. Now we're going to work on getting this on top. This is dried enough to where we can work on putting this on top. Take my silicone, run it around the edge. Nice bead, which I'm probably not getting in the camera, but once we have the glass marble the right color for our project, we've used the alcohol inks, we've coated it with a clear spray, we can then add the silicone. And we're finished.